The girl threw a cockroach into the jar. In the blink of an eye, the cockroach disappeared. She picked up the jar and looked carefully. The spider had climbed onto the lid. Its body instantly doubled. She could not believe her eyes. She picked up another spider. She carefully opened the lid and covered the open space with a piece of paper so that the spider could not escape. As she closed the lid tightly again, her eyes remained fixed on the jar, and she saw something scary. The strangest thing was that the spider copied the sound of a cat from her phone. She played the sound of a bird, and the spider repeated it without any mistake. Then she realized that this spider was not ordinary. She took out a bag of cockroaches and whistled at the spider, but her surprise increased when the spider also responded by whistling dot. As soon as she picked up the bag of cockroaches, an insecticide ball mothball rolled on the ground. The jar started shaking violently, as if it was scared. She quickly picked up the mothball. Gradually, the jar calmed down. She covered the spider's web with the mothball. The spider touched the jar, and the web melted and dissolved. At the same time, the jar suddenly turned upside down. Luckily, he caught it in time. How could such a small spider topple such a big jar? He looked inside. The spider had become many times bigger than before, but the real horror was yet to come. At night, when the girl was sleeping, the spider slowly opened the lid of the jar and came out. It did not harm the girl, rather it entered directly into the ventilation duct. This duct was connected to every room of the building. As soon as a parrot in the landlady's room sensed danger, it started screaming loudly, looking towards the vent. But the very next morning, the parrot was found. All its feathers were missing. Its body looked as if it had been burnt with acid. The frightened, old landlady called a pest control expert. Seeing such a horrific condition, the expert could not even understand what kind of creature was doing this. After finding traces of blood in the vent, he sprayed insecticide in the ventilation system of the entire building. But everything was in vain. That night, the spider came out again. This time its prey was even bigger. In a woman's apartment, her small dog was looking at the TV screen. Suddenly, he sensed something and started barking loudly towards the ventilation. The woman got up in a panic and angrily threw the dog out. As she went back inside, the spider crawled out from behind a picture frame. Later that night, the landlady went out to look for her lost cat. She saw the open vent and heard a soft, sweet meow from inside. She thought her lost cat was inside the vent. She peered into the ventilation duct.